how I got really thinking about this word conscious is that I was looking at research on how the consumer was changing after the recession. And there's a lot of research outside tourism saying that the recession was very much a sort of punctuation point. We'd had the 90s, a lot of mindless consumption, a lot of growth, and then the recession just actually was a wake-up call. People woke up and suddenly realized that this dream couldn't continue. And there were a lot of people of a certain age for whom this was normal. They hadn't been exposed to the downturns. I'm obviously of a generation where my parents went through the depression after the war and the dirty 30s and the deprivation during the World War II. So I heard from my parents how things could change. But my children hadn't necessarily experienced that. So for many it was suddenly, oh gosh, we can't live the way we did before, and we weren't really happy either. So the consumer has been changing. And what way? Well, first of all, instead of mindless consumption, it's mindful consumption. So they're starting to make more informed and deliberate choices about what they buy. They're turning the box, they're reading the ingredients on it. They're checking out the supplier they buy from. They have access to information at an unprecedented level, so they're highly informed. So they discriminate. And not all, but a growing number of people are starting to say, I have to make changes in my life. And I want to make changes in my life. So I want to slow down. I want to buy locally. I want to support my local community. And so all of this was going on outside of tourism, and what I tried to do was map that across to travel. And in travel, we're seeing a larger number of people that really want to engage when they go to a place. They don't just want to sit on the beach and do nothing. Now, it's probably only 30% of the total at the moment, but they do want to get to know the culture. They are concerned about the impact of their travel. They do want to buy from suppliers that are showing that they're being responsible. They do want to slow down. They do want to put something back. So we have this phenomenal rise in things like voluntourism. So there's the conscious traveller, and they're attractive for the number of reasons. First of all, they have the potential to spend more if they're engaged. We have the potential to slow them down and stay longer. They are less likely to, their impact will be less. And if we do a really, really good job of taking care of them and delighting them, then they will tell their friends and their peers. So they can become major advocates for us. And the only way tourism is going to get out of the commoditization trap is if it can start to attract, engage, and support this kind of traveller.